Good morning, everyone. I am Devi Priya, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Lucky Reddy Valreddy College of Engineering, affiliated to JNT UK. Today, I would like to share the concept of jagged array. Till now, we know that what is an array, what what an array will performs, and how we can create a multi-dimensional array also. In this class, what is a jagged array? How would like to implement the jagged array? So in two-dimensional array, we know that we can specify a two-dimensional or multi-dimensional arrays with a specific row size and column size. Specific, we can mention the row and as well as column size also we can mention. So based on either you may read the row size or column size directly, or you may specify the row size from the user, or you may take the column size from the user. In that situations, each row having the, in general cases, in general multi-dimensional concept, each row have the common number of columns. If I am taking any row which have the row 0 will have 3 columns, row 1 will have 3 columns, and as well as row 2 also will have 3 columns. So in this example, in the concept of jagged array, what is a jagged array? Creating an array with dynamic columns. The column size will be different from row to row. Up to now, all the rows have the same number of columns. Now, whenever you have a requirement with different columns for each row, then it should be also possible in Java. That type of arrays are called as a jagged arrays. Creating an array with dynamic number of columns. So the row 0, maybe first row will have the 3 columns, the second row may have 2 columns, the third row may have 1 column. Let us see the syntax of, here we can see the syntax of jagged array. How we can declare? First you can specify the type, okay, type is the integer, array name, yes, my example have ARR with how many dimension 2 or 3. In this example we are taking 2 dimensions. Memory allocation dynamically, new keyword, again type int, mention the row size. The rows will be fixed. 3 rows. Yes, the row will be 3. What about the column? I have left the column as an empty because if I am specifying the 4 here, so again each row will have 4 columns. If I am specifying 3, each row will have 3 columns. If I am specifying 2, each row will have 2 columns. If I am specifying 7, each row will have 7 columns. So for that reason, instead of fixed number of columns for each row, I have left this space as an empty, which gives the dynamic columns, which specifies the dynamic columns. So type array name with the 2 dimensionals, a new type of row size, mention the size of row and left the empty as a columns. So for example, take an array ARR with an integer type with a new int of 3 rows, and what about columns? So now we are first initial step 1. The step 1 is create a size with rows only. What about the step 2? Now we are moving to the step 2. What is the step 2? Creation of dynamic columns. How, what is my, so I will go to just a diagrammatic representation. I will go to a pane. Have you observed this? So this is the row 0. It will be row 0 and it will be row 1 and it will be row 2. So how many columns are there in the row 0? 0, 1, 2. What about row 1? 0, 1. What about row 2? 0. So which have the row 0 have 3 columns, 0, 1, 2, index will be started from the 0. Row 1 will have 2 columns, 0 and 1, and row 2 will have the only single column which is pointed by an index 0. So I have specified with, I would like to store, in this example we are taking the string with a name jag. So 2 dimensions, 3 rows. And what about now how we can assign? Now go to our presentation. Type, two steps. One is row, and how we can mention type array name of row index equal to new type of column size. Mention the column size in the second step. Type array of row index new type of column size. So mention the column size in the second step. So let us take int is a int only. No need of int also. Already we have declared the array here. No need of taking the type also. Directly we can consider. No need of considering any type also. Just you may take the array name of, it is an index, 0 index. How many columns will be required? New int of, first row will have 3 columns. First row means 0 index. 0 row will have how many columns? 3 columns will be there. 0 is a row which have 3 columns. What about the second one? Second row will have the second row which have 2 columns. What about third row? The third row have, this is the second row with the 2 columns. Third row have 1 column. So array of index name. What is the index name here? The index of 0, new int of 3. Array row index of new int. So next row array of 1 equal to new int of 2. So next row have 2 columns. Third row have 1 column only. In this way, I can specify the index also. If it is fixed, you can directly mention here, no problem. But whenever you are going to create a dynamic columns, 2 steps. First, you may mention the row size, and again for each and every row index, apply the columns. New int of array of 0 equal to new int of 3, array of 1 equal to new int of 2, array of 2 equal to new int of 1. You may specify the columns also. So in this way, I can create an array with fixed rows and dynamic number of columns. And now it is fine. How we can traverse the array? How we can fetch the element? Yes. So, if I would like to fetch the array, again we know that it is a dimensional array. We need to create rows. Row checking will be required, and as well as column checking also. How I can get I loop will be for the row traversing. I equal to 0, I less than array dot length, which gives the size of your row. So array length that gives the size of your row. Okay, 3 will be there. I plus plus. And now this is the inner for loop is an important. How I can verify the dynamic column checking. J equal to 0. Earlier also we have used it. Instead of J less than column size, the J will be based on what? The J, these 3 is based on the 3 will be based on the index of 0. The 2 will be based on the index of 1. The 1 will be based on the index of 2. So means the column inner loop 3 is based on the length of array of 0. The 2 means it should be based on the array of 1. That 1 means it should be based on the array of 2. So I equal to 0. J less than, very important. How it will be based? If it is 0th one, it will be based on the array of 0 dot length. If it is first row, array of 1 dot length. If it is second row, array of 2 dot length. So generally till now we have given the size, but here the changing will be different. If you have observed this, J equal to 0, J less than, column less than, array of I, which is row index, the row Yes, the row index dot length, array of I dot length will be there. And here also it will be j plus plus. J plus plus. Dynamically called. So it is known, already known, but the condition is instead of giving the direct value, array of I dot, which gives the j is based on the length 3 times, 2 times. So how I can get this array of I dot length. Now we will go to an example how to implement this. Directly I can create in the main method class demo jagged array. Define the main method public static void main of string args. Fine. Now declare the jagged array with three rows and diagonal columns in ARR 2 dimension new int of 3. I can left the columns as an empty. Dynamic columns creation based on row index int, no need of int, just already declaration completed, array of 0 equal to new int of 3, array of 1 equal to new space int of 1, array of 2 equal to new space int of 2. That means 3 columns, 1 column and 2 column. Now, just for the checking only, check the row size. How I can system dot out dot print let now. What is our name? Array dot length. What it gives? It will give the row size. Directly array dot row size. And check the column size of in row index 0, that is 0th row index 0. How I can verify? System dot out dot print let now column size for row index 0 plus how I can give this array of 0 dot length, array of 0 dot length. If you are directly giving the array, that will be for row size, array of 0 dot length, which gives the array of 0 dot length, which gives the 3 size. We may check it. Save demo jagged array dot java demo jagged array dot java to the java c demo is successfully completed. Now execute. Yes, what is the row size? Row size is 3 and column size for row index 0 is 3. It is not 0, 3. Here I am giving just then. Yes, you can have some clarity. Is it compiled? Okay. I have given in the comment section. Yes, row size is 3, column size for row index 0 is 3. And similarly, If you want the first column, the same statement, twice I am copying. Column size for row index 1. What is the length? Array of 1 dot length. Here array of 2 dot length. Yes, column size for row index 0 is 3, column size for row index 1 is 1, column size for row index 2 is 2. The row size is 3 only. Because based on these statements only, I can initialize the values. So the for loop, the row loop I will be based on the array dot length, and j loop will be based on array of index number. Array of these index number is I value only, array of I dot length. That's why just I have printed. Now we can start with the initialization. How we get int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. It is for row for int j equal to 0, j less than not array dot length. If it is an array dot length, 3 by 3 will be considered, that is a wrong array index. So array of index array of I dot length j plus plus, array of I dot length j plus plus. And now we get initialize what is the array of I loop. The index will be double only, I equal to g. If you want to fill all the elements with the 30, just fill it 30. All the elements will be filled with the 30. And here itself you want to print, just it is for initialization loop only. Initialization loop. Array of ij equal to 30. I am filling all the elements with the 30 only. It is for initialization. How we can print it? Same loop. You may write the print statement here itself, or you may write the separate for loop also. System dot out dot. Use the print only. Don't use the print ln, because print ln all the elements will be in the different new lines. We didn't get the clarity. So first row elements will be printed in the same line separated by the columns, and after that once the row is completed, just you may insert some blank line, print ln, blank line for new row. Okay, now I can check it how it will be printed. So array of I dot length, initialization is same. So the first row will be 30, the second row will be single. Have you observed this? 3, 1, 2. Here also we have printed 3 elements. Okay, 1 element and 2 elements. So in this way, printing everything will be same, but only the condition of column condition will be varied. And if you want to specify with dynamically, just you may take k equal to 10. I want to fill with the different elements. Every type you may increment the k value to k plus 10 and assign here k. So the initialization will be started from the 30 onwards. Yes, 10 onwards we have started. So the initialization 10, 20, 30 for 0th row with 2 columns, 3 columns, 40 and 58 and 60. The main purpose, it is also an interview. In the interviews also, they can may ask in some situations also, we need these array. Based on the row index, I would like to define the arrays. For printing the pyramids like that also it may be used. Jagged array. Jagged array is an array with fixed number of rows along with the dynamic, based on the row size, the dynamic columns will be created. So here we have seen how to print the array dot length, which gives the size of your row. And if you want to get the column size, array of index number dot length, which gives the column size. So the same conditions I have used it in the same thing I have used it in the loop, for loop I equal to 0, I less than array dot length, I less than array dot length, which is for row size, j less than array of I dot length, j plus plus. Remaining everything will be same. Very useful and very important. Now I have got the output like this. What is the size of your arrays? So this is the concept of jagged array. If you have any doubts or requirements, you may ping the message in the comment box or you may send the mail. Thank you, one and all.